Photographic cameras. Definition of term: camera, a light-tight chamber fitted with a lensless aperture and a support for sensitive material used for purpose of making photograph. Evolution of cameras. Around 1000, Alhazen, a great authority on optics in the Middle Age, invented the pinhole camera and explained why the image was upside down. Si Alhazen, also known as the father of optics and the first true scientist dahil sa pangunguna para sa modernong scientificong pamamaraan. During the Middle Age, si Alhazen ang kauna-unahan nag-imbento ng pinhole camera, called the camera obscura. Ang device na ito ay isang kahon na nakakagawa ng isang imahe na kapaligiran nito sa isang screen. Around 1600, De la Porta reinvented the pinhole camera. He was the first European to publish any information on the pinhole camera. Image formed by means of light projection of a pinhole into dark room was the beginning of devising a pinhole camera. Giovanni Battista della Porta added a mirror behind the pinhole to effect brightness and clarity and at the same time enlarged the hole by inserting a telescope. Si Giovanni Bautista della Porta ay nagpasikat dahil sa pag-i-improve ng camera obscura. Siya rin ang kaunahang European na nag-publish ng mga impormasyon tungkol sa pinhole camera. Nagdagdag din siya ng salamin sa likod ng pinhole upang may ang liwanag at kalinawan nito. In the 16th century, more than any other form of arts, photography is also requires equipment. Noong 16th century, nangangailangan din ng kagamitan ang pagkuha ng litrato. The basic piece of equipment for taking photographs is the camera. Ang pangunahing kagamitan para sa pagkuha ng litrato ay ang camera. Camera film and photographer working together constitution system of photograph. Ang camera film ay photographer ay nagtutulungan upang bumubuo ng sistema ng fotografiya.
Types of cameras. Camera obscura was the forerunner of the photographic cameras today. Instant camera. An instant camera will produce a finished print in 20 seconds to about 4 minutes. Spy camera, a small wireless detectors, also known as security hidden cameras. Range finder camera has a viewfinder which, like most instamatic cameras, are independent of the main lens of the cameras. Single lens reflexes or SLR. It allows the photographer to view a subject through the main lens of the camera. The twin lens reflex camera or TLR is equipped with two identical optical systems. Basic parts of a 35mm camera: hot shoe, film advance lever, shutter speed dial, film speed window, serial number, exposure counter, shutter release, back cover release knob, film rewind crank, meter coupler lug, aperture ring, depth of field scale, self timer lever, lens release button, distance scale, focusing grip, stop down button. Basic parts of 35mm cameras. Inside back. Battery compartment, tripod socket, film rewind release, sprocket wheel, film take up spool, camera back, film rewind shaft, film chamber, viewfinder, eyepiece, shutter curtain.
Basic function of the basic parts of the camera. Lens. The function of lens is to form an image of object taken on the focal plane. It controls the amount of light needed to form an image. Ang pagpapandar ng lens daw ay para makabuo ng isang image na kinokontrol nito ang dami ng ilaw upang makabuo ng isang imahe. Pulsing ring. It is used to make the image form in the focal plane sharp. Ito ay larawan ng kukuha ng magkakaroon ng focal plane upang maging matalas ang isang larawan. F or stop ring. Used to adjust or select the correct or stop for proper exposure. Ito ay ayusin o piliin ang tama o pahintuin ang pagkalantad. Flash terminals. A terminal connection for synchronous flash with a shutter release. Ito ay sabay sa pag-flash na may pagbubukas ng isang shutter. Self-timer. Used for delayed release of the shutter. Ito ay mabagal na paglabas ng shutter. 6. Shutter release button. Used to trigger or initiate the opening and closing of the shutter. Ito ay para matrigger o simulan ang pagbubukas at pagsasara ng shutter. 7. Film advance lever. Used to move the film frame after exposure to the place the unexposed part of the film on the camera format. Ito ay nag-aatid ng pelikula mula sa isang frame hanggang sa susunod na roll ng pelikula. Shutter speed dial. Used for selecting desired shutter speed. Ito ay sa pagpili ng kagandahang bilis ng shutter. 9. Accessory light shoe. Skin to flash terminal but usually situated on the top of camera directly attached to the flash unit with a flash cord. Karaniwang ito ay nasa tuktok ng camera na direktang nakakabit sa flash. 10. Film rewind crank. A lever used for winding rolled film after completely exposing the entire or part of the roll film. Ito ay bahagi ng pinagsama-samang ng pelikula. 11. ASA or ISO dial. A photographic film speed rating standard used to rate the speed sensitivity of photographic film to light. Ito yung film na ginagamit para ma-rate ang bilis ng isang pelikula. 12. Viewfinder. Parts of the camera which is used to view the object or subject of photography. Ito ay kung saan tumitikin ka upang may frame ang iyong larawan. Digital camera. A digital camera is that takes video or still photographs or both digitally by recording image on a light-sensitive sensor. Not film. Digital cameras which are not found in film-based cameras such as the displaying of an image on the camera screen immediately after it is recorded. It has also the capacity to take thousands of images on a small memory device. It has the ability to edit, delete images, allowing reuse of the storage. Ito ay camera na kumukuha ng litrato sa digital memory. Ito ay hindi katulad ng mga film camera. Ang mga digital camera ay maaaring magpakita ng mga image sa isang screen kaagad pagkatapos may tala at imbak at magtanggal ng mga image mula sa memory. Ang mga digital camera ay maaaring mag-record ng mga video. John Rowe featured an article Forensic Photography stating that when digital imaging is considered for law enforcement, the issue of the admissibility of digital photographic evidence in court is often raised. Ito ay artikulo Forensic Photography na ginawa ni John Rowe ay isinulat niya ang the fact that digital photographs are easily altered than film-based photographs is usually cited. As digital imaging becomes more widely used in forensic science, however, there are still drawbacks to the use digital imaging within forensic science casework. The drawback is centered on the quality and authenticity of image, which can be altered with Adobe Photoshop or any enhancement software programs. Ganun pa man, may mga drawbacks pa rin na paggamit ng digital imaging sa loob ng forensic science casework. O anumang programa ng pagpapusay ng software. Iba pang mga drawbacks ay 1. The amount of time required to take multiple exposures because light sensor has to read the scene and adjust the F or stop or change the shutter speed. Madaming oras ang kinakailangan para kumuha ng maraming exposure dahil kailangan basahin ng light sensor ang scene at ayusin o baguhin ang bilis ng shutter. Number 2, light sensor has to check the autofocus because before it captures the scene. 3, trigger the flash. 4, take several seconds for a digital camera to perform other processes. Once the image has been taken, converting image into digital form, compressing and saving the image. 5. Image resolution. Traditional camera ay higit na nakahigit sa kalidad at performance nito. 6. Digital camera don't have shutter speed fast enough to photographic action. Digital image na may kalamangan kaysa sa traditional film-based photography. 1. Ginagawa ng digital na napakamakinis, very convenient, very compact. 2. Provides instant gratification. You can view the photo immediately. Ito'y nagbibigay ng agarang kasiyahan na maaari mong matingnan agad ng iyong larawan. 3. If you didn't get the shot, you know too soon. You did not get, so you can make a retake instantly. As opposed to film, you don't truly know until you get the photos back from the processing lab. If you screw up, it's too late. Kung di mo nakuha ang isang shot o kuha, maaaring kang gumawa uli ng isang film na hindi mo alam hanggang sa makuha mo ang mga larawan pabalik mula sa processing lab. 4. Eliminate scaring, changing, and processing rolls of film. 5. You don't have to take the film, maintain a chain of custody, bring it to a processing lab, have them develop, and then get the films back to the police department or case file. Hindi mo kailangan kumuha ng film, panilin lang ang chain of custody at ito'y dalhin sa isang lab, tapos ibalik ang kopya sa police o file ng kaso.
The camera is precise optical mechanical instrument. It should be handled carefully, kept clean and protected from joint, dust, moisture, and sharp temperature fluctuation. It should not be removed from its case when it is brought outdoor. Surface of the optical part should not be touched with finger of other pointed objects since may damage their coatings. The surface coatings of the optical part must be cleaned with a clean soap, cloth or cotton wool with slightly moistened with the alcohol of either. Load and unload and unload. Load and unload and unload the camera. Indoor the camera indoors to protect against direct sunlight or bright artificial illumination. Ang camera ay dapat hawakan ng maingat. Hindi ito dapat magpatak kasi maselan ang mga kamera. Kaya dapat itong ingatan. Dapat hindi ito hawakan ng daliri o iba pang matutulis na bagay dahil maaaring ito mapinsala. Pagkatapos gamitin ng kamera, linisin ito, alisin ang alikabok mula sa panlabas na katawan ng kamera. Gamitin ng brush tapos isunod ang tela masisiguro upang maiwasan ang pagkagasgas.